let's go ahead and reveal the final game then. And you know, our GM for today is our dear friend Blasphemous Roar. Coming in, Doc. This is a new face, though. Who are you? What are you? Are you a spy? Are you a... What are you, Blasphemous Roar?
I made a mistake.
Not again.
I made a mistake.
Just make a steak.
I made a mistake.
Okay, but why?
I made a mistake.
Stop it. Stop it and tell me why. What mistake?
I'm sorry, that would involve more writing than this game actually has in it. I made a mistake.
Oh, no. Well...
My mistake was that I used my Splody Man twice in a row last time.
You used
And
your
unfortunately, no, I used the action hero avatar, so I wanted to do something somewhat different, so I'm not just a one-trick pony here. So I guess now I'm a spy.
Yeah, Spy Roar. Rawr.
But
yeah.
I made a mistake.
I feel like you did, and honestly, I don't know this game.
Well,
what is it? What do we have?
unfortunately, you see, on my GM list, I only had one game available, and it's one on the PlayStation.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, that's the name? One?
The name is One.
You said the game was one on the PlayStation, so I just thought,
No, the
okay,
game is One on the PlayStation.
One on the PlayStation. Okay.
One on the PlayStation. And when we get audio, or when we get the players, I'll have a player. I'll have Upstart DJ who's got our audio reset the game for us, so you can understand. So we can see the opening cutscene.
Yeah. Okay. Good. One on the PlayStation. However, 4 people will be playing one.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, you sure did. Well, you know what? I didn't, because we've got 1 full hour where we can watch players suffer playing one. Now, what genre of game is this besides Mistake?
Shooter. Platforming shooter. Shooty action. Splody splode. Missiles, rage, punch, splode, shooty splode. Explode, shooty, splode.
This honestly doesn't help me at all, but I'll take it.
It's Tempestral. Did I not describe the genre properly? Like, pretty sure that's the genre for this.
You're a genre. Blasphemous Roar.
That's the genre. I know I'm a genre. I'm a bunch of 100% like.
So it's an action game. That's what you're saying.
Sure, yeah. If action really like
has lots of explosions.
No, it's explosion. No, it's explosion. The game. It's the genre is explosion.
Okay, so less action, more explosion, which is generally in action, except this removes other aspects of action and just has explosion.
Sure, because the rest of it's not exactly the worst, but not good, but not great, but not bad. Actually, I'm coming at you with my brand of bringing you good games into Kuso6rande because they won't get to the part of the game where it becomes a really, really, really bad game.
Now, Blasphemous Roar, we just had Xena, and I refuse to agree that it shouldn't have been a mystery tournament because it's so good.
I didn't deny Xena from MT,
well,
so I don't know what to tell you.
Somebody did.
Yeah, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, you need to go have words. Have fisticuffs.
They should be glad that they didn't make me go to the list, because right now, like I said, I only had one game on my list. Right now, it's this one. Maybe I have 2. But I only had, like... I was prepared to go to the past list, okay? It's places. And let me tell you, there were a few rejects from Kuso6rande on that list, or from Mystery Tournament, that I might have, made them suffer with. So I'm glad that they got out all the work.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad as well. So I'm working on getting everything captured, and you know what? Maybe I don't have their correct Twitch name. What is 2 hams or 3 hams? What's the Twitch?
3 hams.
It's 3 hams?
Yeah, I don't suppose you don't know how to spell 3 and accidentally put 1 ham in there instead of 2, or multiple, or didn't plural it.
Okay, it used to be 2 hams. 3 hams
But
on
now it's
Discord
3.
was 2 hams on Twitch. My gosh.
I clearly
How
see
many
3
hams
hams.
are we now?
3 hams after the last round, apparently. We're up to 3.
Oh my gosh. How many
I
hams
don't
are
know,
we gonna
man.
have
I'm not
tomorrow?
the one running the tournament. You're the one running the tournament. I'm just working with the players.
You're the one running the tournament. Blah, blah, blah.
Wow, are you gonna mock me? Fine.
I always mock you, man. You always
know.
mock me. We mock each other. It's mutual mocking.
It is very mutual mocking.
Okay, 3 hams says I'm the correct number of hams now, so that's good. Okay, we have the right number of hams on Twitch.
All right.
So if we get 4
then-
hams, that's too many. Gotta take them back. At least one
Are
of
we
them.
ready to ask Upstart DJ to reset the game for me?
No, I need to capture my
Okay, fine.
hams. I need to capture
Then
my
capture
hams.
the hams. Then capture the hams.
Capture the hams.
If anything, you'd be having a problem capturing the bonds because of the not black and white on the bottom, or not black bordered on the whatever, not colored.
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, cropping
Whatever.
games with black backgrounds is a nightmare and a half.
Yeah, simply put, I'm probably gonna have to recapture at least one of the games, so don't be too surprised. Oh, I'm almost there. I just need to get 3 hams. It was 3 hams. Okay. Life is hard.
It's okay. I'm here to make it softer.
You know, in real life, I don't have any hams.
Neither do I. Honestly, ham is just not a meat that I very often like go for at all. I don't like. Okay, so I was, more chicken. Chicken's fine, but I don't like working. I don't like working with chicken. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. When I make my chicken tikka masala, I make sure that the chicken is at least halfway frozen still, so that way I'm not cutting soft, mushy chicken. I'm cutting like blocks of chicken that are mildly frozen because I have a good enough knife to do so. So I'm not working with stretchy chicken that's all slimy and I hate touching raw chicken.
Raw chicken is pretty terrible to touch. Okay, good lesson. Do not touch raw chicken.
Hey, I'm trying to. You sound like you're trying to cut me off, but I'm trying to ramble to help you get the things underway.
Yeah, well, I think we're actually ready.
Then we're ready.
Yeah, so let's have Upstart DJ reset the game if possible.
Yeah, okay. Let me see.
This is music.
No, it's not my typing. It's just a thunderstorm. Don't worry about me. Actually, I'm pretty sure Discord probably blocked most of it out.
Type it, type it, type it, type, type it, type it, type. I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, Upstart's resetting.
Yeah. Oh, that sound. Yeah, that's
The
all we needed.
classic. That's just, it's satisfying right there.
Also, I'm a little bit sad that these players are not playing my favorite game, my favorite PS1 game of all time, since we had that last match, but still. Looks like a quality PS1 game. I'll go ahead and be quiet as we get...
I made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, sure did. I made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
I made it.
I just wanted to play this like opening cutscene here to really point out that the most storyline you get from this game is I made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
Made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
I made a mistake, Mom.
I made a rare steak. Oh no! Helicopter missile through the building! And then
What a guest!
press start. Okay. We're all good. That was it. That was the dumb opening cutscene of the dude wakes up on the floor and then rockets.
You know,
I made a mistake.
if that happens, though, you want to get away. Okay, I'm checking to see if they are ready. And everybody, I think you know what you will need to spam in chat. Specifically, emotes with explosions. Lots of explosions.
Lots of explosions.
Okay, are they changing any of the default settings?
No, they're all been set there. They were supposed to wait on normal, or the screen there, so we know what they were doing. So.
Okay, as soon as we get rolling. Well, as soon as I see movement in the game, I will start a timer. Spam those explosions and rockets and bombs and everything. Everything action related. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Spam fire, I guess. So yes, this is one for the PlayStation 1. Immediately everything's exploding and on fire. Everything is exploding and on fire. Now, right now we're dealing with slightly less explosions, but there's certainly an amount of explosions. Prathen has managed to dive off of the area immediately. Good job, Prathen. All right, this is stage 1. We're running around. There is a gunship shooting at us, but that's okay. They don't know how to lead their targets. We can just keep running. Now, on the bottom right hand, you may notice that the only UI you have is this little green ball. This is, of course, what do you think that is, Prosentia?
A little green dot? Where's...
Do you see the little green on the bottom right corner? The little green HUD icon?
Okay, just glancing at it, I'm gonna guess health.
I'm sorry, you didn't say rage. That's your rage, you see. If you have no rage, then you die. But it's okay, because the more rage you have, the better and stronger you are.
So it's health.
They get rage by destroying objects. And none of them are destroying any of these objects on the screen you see. But the more stuff that they destroy, the more rage they get, and the more angry, and the more better their gun gets.
Okay, but
so here we might shoot some stuff.
What
There
color
we
is
go.
Rage?
Rage can go from green to yellow to red to white.
Okay, and if it turns
flashing
black?
and pulsing white. And if it turns black, you're dead. There is no black. That's just a null value.
Uh-oh.
It's Pac-Man right now. It's just missing a Waka Waka.
Waka Waka Waka. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that was a null value. Okay. So
there we go. Oh, look at that. Now Jimma Spawn is currently in the yellow. Has blown up enough blocks to get slightly angrier. Do you not get angrier when you blow stuff up?
Honestly, I'm colorblind enough that I don't know if I would be angry or not. Like, I can't tell that there's a difference there.
Well, Prosentia, you know how a lot of times you might later on in the match look up a game's pedigree?
Yeah?
I need you to look up this game's pedigree, my friend.
Okay, I will.
Oh, we need to know this. Oh, so yeah, everything's exploding! And Jimma Spawn has been exploded off of a cliff. Upstart DJ is running to not explode off a cliff. But of course, there's more explosions and more explosions. And Upstart DJ is fine. We're heading into the non-exploding area for one moment. Upstart DJ taking a little bit of a lead here. Now we have...
Go ahead.
Oh, now we have to fight off some dudes.
Big Papa Punk, by the way. Thank you for the host. Yeah, this was made by the company that made all of the NBA 2K games. Like all of them. As well as Claymates. We're back at Dinosaur Story? No. No. Tasmania for the Super Nintendo? I like that game.
Oh, yes. This, my friend, I don't know how this hasn't been in Kuso6rande
Lester
yet.
the Unlikely. Nickelodeon Guts. Oh my gosh. They have some truly scarring things in here. Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Spot the Cool Adventure. Great Western Shootout was their earliest game for the Apple II. I absolutely know nothing about that. And also, apparently, they made the Sonic Adventure. I'm not sure how much they helped with it, but they have some effort helping with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube.
I think that's probably they were probably the port team.
Yeah. Toe Jam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth. I don't know if that was any good. But yeah, this is terrifying.
I thought you might enjoy that pedigree when I learned about it. So Upstart DJ is currently basically in a battle arena against enemies. Now we can't actually really auto-target, or the game does auto-target vertically Doom style, where you just, if somebody's above you, just shoot. You're not shooting enough, Upstart. You need to be shooting more. This is not enough explosions. I promised everybody explosions, and right now, this entire room should be nothing but explosions.
Yeah.
All of these boxes, by the way, are health. But, like, you could have been at maximum rage if you blew stuff up. I should have given them the note of blow stuff up, but I think they'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, considering that's 90% of what this game is, yeah, I think they'll figure it out. Also, I just hate that, like, the area for your health/rage is so much bigger than it needs to be. Like, is there other stuff that appears in that little box?
No.
Really?
Nope.
What the crap? What's the matter with you?
Oh, but the rage pulses sometimes. Oh, and there's a double jump that's not being used very much by Upstart here.
Why does the rage pulse? Do double
because they're
jumps
not
work?
rage enough. You have to double jump way... Oh, there we go. Upstart could not double jump on time there. You have to double jump almost immediately after you jump.
There he is.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Here we go.
The
3
voice
hands is
acting.
actually shooting guns. All right. We got more shooty gun. We got blowing up boxes. Come on, 3 hands. Blow up more boxes for me.
By the way,
keep shooty gun.
The people credited for this were not credited as programmers. They're engineers. Which, to be fair, engineering and programming are often very related. It just feels weird to say that you were an engineer for an action video game. But I guess, the company still credits people, the programmers for this as engineers, even the ones who are working on the NBA 2021.
So they, by the way, we have 3 hams has in fact game overed and decided that, yeah, okay, this is a good idea to restart the game rather than take the waste that continue on stage 1, because you do have limited continue.
Hey, here's
game over, folks.
Here's the deal, okay? One of the people who worked on this, one of the engineers here, actually did. Oh no, utilities for the Lawnmower Man. Okay, forget that. Die Hard trilogy. How about the new Marvel Spider-Man? Huh? Well, good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, this was a little bit earlier on in this person's life.
I mean, everybody can grow. Everybody does grow at some point. All right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's absolutely necessary that you release a bad game like this. When we're releasing games, do you think your first game's going to be a hit? I don't think my first game's going to be a hit.
No.
I think it's going to be a weird niche little thing that I don't fully understand what to call it yet.
Yeah, maybe eventually I'll finish that. The person who made the audio for this, by the way, did the music and such for Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. So legit, that was the last game that this person worked on, Mark Chozak, but that soundtrack is pretty dang good, not gonna lie. I don't remember any of the music, but I remember it wasn't bad.
Upstart DJ has managed to not fall down far enough that a kill plane was generated, by the way. There's no fall damage, there is only fall death.
Fall death.
Would the sequel be 2 or 1-2? Well,
My freaking crap. Sorry, I just keep digging into more of these people who worked on this and getting shocked by what I'm finding, because the top artist credited for this game also did the art for the following games. Bible Builder, California Games, Todd's Adventures in Slime World, Electro Cop. Wait, is this the Electro Cop that we... Oh my gosh, it is. It's not Techno Cop, it's Electro Cop, the really weird Epix game that came out on Atari Lynx and that was barely comprehensible at all. What a crappy video game that was. So yeah, thank you, artist for Electro Cop, for bringing us the art in this game. But to tell the truth, this is a lot better than Electro Cop. Yeah, grew as an artist.
I thought you would enjoy seeing, like, I know typically it's a thing that happens a little bit later in a match after some of the match start has worn off, but I needed you to know who brought this game to you.
Yeah, I love this. Oh, who's the talent? There are two people credited for talent. Terry Torok, who also did voice talent for Perfect Weapon, the video game, I assume, and Kelly Jean DeMeyer. I don't know who that is. I will look and see if they have any IMDb's.
All right, so do you ever watch a player in a match and get kind of like mildly annoyed at them? Because I'm watching Upstart DJ and getting annoyed for not making enough explode, but I'm watching 3Hams do all the explode, and I'm happy because this is how you play this game. Look, you are shooting, you keep shooting. Do more blowing up things. That's how you. There we go. We got red rage. Yeah, we got the red rage.
Wait, only partial red rage.
You build up the red rage. You got to build it up.
This is so
over
dumb.
time. Oh yeah.
Look, okay, I don't like this.
Oh no, we've fallen into the hole. 3Hams, no. You were so mad until you're not.
Not the hams.
Like, don't you know? You get pissed off when you break stuff, and then when somebody shoots you, you get more calm.
Oh, well, good. So, yeah, I looked, and the voice talent for this game essentially worked on nothing else. So, that shouldn't be a big surprise.
Oh my god, that tagline in the back, live or die by the state of your age.
You know, the CG supervisor for Battlefield 5 did some additional art for this game. Oh my gosh, like, they're all over the place. People who worked on amazing games, worked on terrible games, worked on this game. This is perfect. I love... Here's the deal, like, anybody who works on a game, even if it doesn't end up being the best game in the world, they can still, like, have a very fulfilling career. It's often not their fault, it's the game's fault that it's problematic. At the same time, this game looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, so this is actually, like I said, this is kind of in spirit of me accidentally giving very good games to people. It doesn't get bad until later on, in which case it gets really, really bad. These players very likely won't reach that point in it. And I know there's a lot of times where you're like, oh yeah, well, the players are really, showing us up in what we didn't expect. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see it. No offense to the players, but I'm definitely pretty confident where we're at with that one. But we won't get to see the really good stuff, but we should get to see at least up to stage 3, I hope. Because there's a particularly bad auto scroller at the end of stage 2. 3Hams trying to shoot the ship. So what we need to do here, by the way, we saw Upstart DJ make it to the top, but Upstart DJ didn't quite figure out or finish off the enemy because only had enough health to survive, well, no hits at the top. So what we need to do is we need to keep running, keep climbing to the top. And eventually we're going to reach the top. And then we need to destroy the explosive barrels that are attached to the supports of the ceiling. Because everybody knows that that's what you do. Like, the building codes require you to place explosive barrels on the supports of your ceiling in case of a situation where an escaped lab experiment is trying to get his revenge. By the way, I believe that's the story, is that literally it's this guy woke up with a gun on his arm. And now he's going to go destroy the lab that did this.
I love it. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking a look at the history of this game. Essentially, what the director said was that they were trying to recreate the 2D type of experience, type of action game, probably like Contras and such, redo them in a 3D environment, keep constant action and constant explosions and stuff. So yeah, this was made purely to focus on action, and in general it got favorable reviews. It was released on the PlayStation Network, it looks like. However, even though it got favorable reviews, it got a 5 out of 10 from IGN.
Yeah, somebody was posting reviews earlier. I got to read some of these. They're wonderful. Thanks, Paul SSS, for these. GameSpot's review. Fans of fast action shooters should not pass up the chance to play one. Although there are only 6 levels, they are very long and offer a good challenge. There are a few parts of the game that require careful jumping, so those who despise hopping around may be rubbed the wrong way. Overall, one is a terrific game from beginning to end. 7.6 out of 10, GameSpot. If they had made all the controls better, I'd be telling you to go to the store right now to buy one, but they didn't, so I won't. Instead, I'm telling you to definitely go rent one and see if you can tolerate the headaches. It is an awesome game that will make you want to cry when you die a million times in a row. All said, one is almost a winner. B, Game Revolution. And one could have been a great game. It has the basic idea down, and the mindless shooting can be fun, but when the game goes out of its way to make it hard for you to play, it really sucks.
Yeah, the IGN review essentially says that the main problem is that the game just has you die over and over and over again in order to learn how to get through areas. And unfortunately, checkpoints are far enough apart, or save points are far enough apart, that it's just going to be extremely difficult to get through areas. I mean, we talked about it a little bit with the ColecoVision game earlier today, that if you make something difficult, you also have to make it somewhat forgiving. Super Meat Boy, for example, extremely difficult, but the levels are quick to jump back into. This, you have to run through a lot of stage in order to get through the one difficult part that really caused a million deaths. It's frustrating. That doesn't make people feel good. And while you do want to challenge players, people will eventually just shut it off and say, no, I'm too angry.
We got Evo in chat saying, I got to the final boss in this game, but couldn't beat it. I'm going to spoil that a little bit because we're not going to be able to see that for sure. The final boss, when you fight him, he's got like a bunch of, it's like a monster with a bunch of claws and stuff, Dr. Octopus style coming out its back, and you destroy a couple claws, and then the final boss gets a rage meter of his own. And so it's a rage tug of war. If he hurts you, you lose rage, he gains rage. If you hurt him, or he loses rage, you gain rage. It's a boss fight that can take forever. And he's got a really tight hitbox for what you have to do, because you have to punch him in the face so he turns around and then shoot him with your gun.
That is not good. Oh, geez, I'm seeing just on Prathin's screen, this is an extremely annoying climb. Like, the jumping doesn't look precise, but because the jump is so janky, just from what I'm seeing, it looks janky. Like, making any progress there is really difficult.
Oh, very.
There
and the problem is that Prathin's not shooty gun enough. Like, I normally, okay, so the thing is that I've become over the years, as somebody who's tested a lot of mystery tournament and stuff, when we get to some of the casual stuff, I don't see the need to do a lot of paste spinning and stuff. I think it's actually way more fun to go into it way more blind than a large paste or a large bit of information, just the most basic of info.
Yep.
Where to start.
I like to do that.
Exactly. Like, I don't like to give too much information anymore. Heck, I barely even like to give the controls, but I have to in certain situations, which is fair. That's fair, but like, it's a lot of, enjoy the experimentation. So I didn't want to tell them anything, but I really regret not saying just blow stuff up, because I don't feel like I sold the explosions, and they're not selling the explosions. There are way less explosions than there should be. No, I'm not. There's no way. There's not enough explodies. We have to get to stage 2 in order to really see the explodies. 3Hams is trying to jump rope the laser beam.
I'm telling the players in Discord that they're not exploding enough stuff. So maybe we'll see more. Maybe we'll see more.
Roar said you're not exploding enough stuff.
Hey, Upstart DJ is getting towards the top of this area, hopefully.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't jump off on the side there because the lifts catch on fire, which sucks if you're waiting for the lifts.
Oh my gosh, these jumps! I hate these jumps! And then you have to do this whole area again.
Yup.
There he is. Sorry,
by the way,
I
if you
just keep
actually
thinking
do
of
melee
Eric
boxes,
Estrada.
if you do melee, boxes explode better. Or, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. If you do melee boxes, you get more rage. So, like, this area, with how many boxes there are, you should be hitting maximum rage. And if you're not, I don't know what to say. Rathan gets a game over. They are struggling with this climb.
Wait, there are limited lives?
Oh, yeah.
You don't need limited lives when you have a save system. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You dumb PS1
Limited continues.
arrows. Limited continues, limited lives per continue, but a save system, you know, so that you can save all of those lives you lost.
This is, I want to thank Dirge Cerberus for giving us this game, because I was trying to get Dirge Cerberus to play and I was having errors and I'm like, whatever, I'll remember this game from my childhood and play it. See, when I first moved to Florida, my uncle had this game on the PlayStation. It's one of the only few games that they had. So I played this quite a bit. And I remembered it one day and I'm like, I wonder how good this is. And I play it and I'm like, this is needing to be played on Kuso6rande. Please agree with me, Tempestral.
I love it. And Tempestral said yes.
This game is, I believe the quote there is, this game is too fun, or it's really fun, but this will make a great race. Yeah, exactly. This game is great, but it's bad. I mean, look at this. I can't hype this up even more than I possibly could.
Yeah.
Because it's just, there's like so many explosions going on. I actually made a mistake on not telling them about photosensitivity warnings. Oops. Hopefully they, shoot, I knew I missed something.
Just FYI, everybody, this is a 2-point match for the players. That means that 2 players will be eliminated if, at the end of the match, yeah.
2-point match means that only 2 players are eliminated?
2 players will be eliminated for this, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, is 9 points the minimum for round 2?
Yep.
Or do I not remember the scoring structure?
Yep, they have to get 9 points total in order to move on to round 3. So, you know, this is a pretty important match. You know, while this game is very clearly kind of fun and kind of bad, it is definitely, it's got problems. But I feel like this is somewhat a fair fight for them, because what you're supposed to do is pretty straightforward in these areas. It's just a pain to actually do it.
Yeah, it's entirely like you said yourself that Kuso doesn't necessarily mean bad game. It could be a certain type of game, and I think that this really epitomizes that. It's like a game that tried something, and even though they tried it, it didn't do all that great. But it's like, it's dumb, silly fun. Also, Je m'appelle Spawn has responded that tell Roar I'll try to explode more stuff for him.
Yeah,
and
look at all
as
explosions.
A result, look at all these explosions. Here we go. We've got Red Rage. Wait for it. Come on, don't get hit. Keep hitting boxes. Shoot more boxes. Hit more guys. You're breaking. You're breaking. We're almost there. Push it to the limit. Push it to the maximum. Past the point of no return.
I mean, breaking stuff just increases your power, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it you can push it to white, and then you get when you get all the way through. Okay, you've got the red filling. Here we go. Hams is filling up.
Okay.
Come on, Hams. Do it. Break those boxes. Break those boxes, Hams. That's why they're having such a hard time on this climb, by the way. Oh, Upstart DJ at the top of the climb.
Nice.
Has managed to hit the support
nice.
And jumped into the hole. I wonder if any of them's pressed triangle yet.
What does triangle do?
Makes you stand still while you shoot.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them that though. They gotta press all the buttons on the controller their own some.
You are surrounded.
I can't baby everyone.
Yeah, you're surrounded by the rock.
I can't. I'm always surrounded. I'm always surrounded by a ball of anxiety closing in on me, awaiting to crush my soul. But that's okay, because I've got a gun strapped to my arm. Or
I hope you don't.
What? Have the anxiety or the gun strapped to my arm?
The gun. Instead, I've got one of those little claws, you know, that like old people use in order to grab things on the top shelf. Got one of those strapped on.
I got the guns, don't you know?
Ah.
I used to work at campus and at the food, at the cafe, one of the cafeterias on campus.
Yeah.
And I used to be the really annoying guy that, like, while I was cleaning up stuff, would just like walk up to people at their table and be like, "Little did you know that you bought your food. You also bought tickets to the gun show," and jokingly flex at them, and then walk away. So basically, don't eat on campus near me, or it was a terrible day and I was going to mess with you and have fun. But I'm not like mess with you really. Just, you know, be mildly annoying. And
I'm not sure that would be annoying. I think that would, like, in college, that's pretty much appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the less muscular you are, the more likely that's gonna win people over.
Yeah, it's because I'm a big old ball of dough.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that would be
actually like me flexing real muscles. It's just like, oh, look at all the dough.
I love it. Honestly, yeah. If somebody muscular did that to me, I would be like, "This is the cheesiest thing ever." But then if you did it to me, I would love it.
It's pulsing. Oh,
pulsing red.
It's pulsing white. Pulsing hot white rage.
Rah!
Three Hams has the dive button. But yeah, exactly. Like, if you're just gonna walk up and randomly flex and you are muscular, that just means you're being an egotistical ass. If you're me though and are wearing a work uniform and I'm definitely not revealing any more of it and also very doughy, then
see, I
made a lot of friends in college and a lot of enemies. I didn't go to college.
I'm trying to remember because in high school, for some reason, I went to one of the bodybuilding shows that they had for high school, which is actually really weird to have a bunch of like almost naked high school students on stage and everybody watching, because it's weird. That's weird. I don't think that should be allowed. Anyways, I think I sang the national anthem there, but one of the people who entered, like, you know, obviously there were people who were bodybuilders, and then there was one very average person there, and everybody cheered for him. Like, nobody cared about the others. They just loved very average guy.
Yeah, that's what you do. I don't know what to say other than that's what you do. Or you could be Three Hams and jump off into the kill plane. Yeah, so this game, like I said, this game does have full death. If you fall a certain distance, you hit a kill plane. So if you do, however, hit a platform within that distance, the kill plane does in fact reset below you. But because the double jump is so ungodly finicky in this game, you can have a lot of trouble actually jumping up to some of these platforms.
Yeah.
The other problem is where the camera is. So like this platform right now that Crafton's on, you have to double jump to it.
But yeah, the biggest thing, I might just take a minute or two to practice the double jump to see it, like, what exactly is the timing that I need. Because, slowing down a little bit can actually speed you up in the long run.
I want to point out that we're almost a half an hour into this match. Or are a half an hour into this match? I might be behind, I don't know. Anyway, we're like a half an hour into this match, and we still haven't made it past the first level.
Yeah, that's video games for ya.
And the first level, by the way, is the end of this ship. You get to the top, you can blow up those supports, and then we're on to the rooftops.
Yeah, but even that, like, that part should not be that difficult. Yeah, the climb, and then the fact that you can fall through one of the gaps when you're at the top, when it feels like it... Okay, a lot of modern games actually do 2D sections and 3D platformers much better because it should give you up, down, left, right control, but not forward, backwards if you can fall, because that is a crime. That's how you make people angry.
And that's okay. So 3Hams fell, but is still alive.
Okay.
Good job, 3Hams.
Good. The hams are intact, everybody. We still get Christmas dinner.
Oh, please, no. I don't like ham.
Well,
it's like...
You're not invited.
Okay, I'm sorry for...
Or you can bring a turkey. Like, we don't have to just have ham.
Can I like, the sides? I'll eat like 2 slices of ham. I'll eat some ham.
Well, really, you said you didn't want the ham. Now I'm going to have to order a 4th ham.
Wait, what? No, you don't need a 4th ham. No, I'm good without the ham. Don't order the other ham.
I already did.
I don't need it.
Oh my gosh.
Now I've got to take the... I almost swore. You almost got me to swear.
You literally did swear, my friend.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, what? You did.
Did I say anything?
Shame, shame on you, blasphemous roar.
I am so sorry, everybody. I was so proud not too long, like last stream, saying, "Oh, I've never sworn on your stream."
Wait,
and then
you can edge grab in this game?
Oh yeah, you can grab the edge, but good luck actually like getting the game to do that.
Wow. You know what? It's fine.
3 hams, climb 4 hams, and then Roar starts swearing apparently. Wait, did I say like D over here or something, or did I successfully just drop the sound of a fart and then censor myself? I don't think that I swore. I don't know. Maybe I said something else. I don't care.
We'll leave it to the refs to decide if you swore.
3 hams. We're ready to go.
Yeah, kill the structure.
Go on, get it shot. Do not move forward, 3 hams.
3 hams. This world is dangerous.
Stop dancing into the fire.
Yeah, fire hurts. I've learned that from real life.
Dude, do you WoW raid 3 hams? Because you must piss off your healers standing in... Does that count, by the way?
No!
Pick off your healers.
3 hams? Why? Oh.
No.
The hams.
It's just so much... It's just so much adrenaline. It's just so much adrenaline, you guys. There's just so many explosions going on that I just can't. It's just so hard.
There's a lot going. This is very much a game. Yeah, 3 hams is like, I think I just clipped out of the world. No, it's called you move forward in a section that should not have forwards or backwards controls. You know, sometimes I complain that they stick you on a horizontal plane, but it's games like this that remind me why. And it's because if they don't, then you're going to jump into a pit, and you're going to be angry that the game didn't limit you. See, there's no way to fully satisfy everyone, but if you're making things easier for them, then they can complain all you want. All they want, they are allowed to complain, and too bad, because you just saved people grief and suffering.
Hey, Upstart DJ, taking careful with this. Turned around. Gets another platform gun, or another thing gun. You got 1 more hit. Oh, 2, because you just don't stand in the fire. Jump rope. Jump rope. Jump rope. It's gonna turn around. Shoot while you can.
The aiming system in this game is also non-existent.
Oh yeah, no, you don't get to aim. You hold down triangle if you want to, but here we go. Is this it? Upstart DJ?
So close. Please, Upstart DJ. Running away from the fire, good choice. Better to go slow than to just rush the last little bit. That's how you die, by taking unnecessary risks. Yes!
There we go! Stage complete.
Oh my gosh. Stage 1 is stage done.
Accumulated total, 24. Ranks to date.
Troll Aesthetic, thank you so much for subbing. I'm really glad you were able to play some games today. It was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Upstart DJ definitely has the lead then. And this is a significant lead because others have made it to the boss, but because the game is so punishing and sending you back when you die, they have a lot of work in order to get back to where they were.
Yep. Oh, that was yeah. The Upstart DJ was avoiding a lot of the boxes. So here we are on the rooftops, stage 2. We of course have. Do you like bad cameras?
Yeah.
Do you like bad jumps?
Oh yeah.
Do you like the police saying target is approaching billboard with no idea which billboard they're actually talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess you're really gonna like the rooftops.
Heck
I don't know why you like those specific sequence of items, but like,
hey, you're the one asking for my opinions, and I'm giving them. Okay?
Yeah,
you don't like my opinions, then stop asking.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You know, that's rude of me. Upstart, you need to blow more stuff up. Shoot the sign, Upstart.
Wait,
the problem is you're not
evil?
understanding what this game is.
Is the sign bad?
No, but it's in the way.
Oh.
And less sign means that you can cross over the sign now.
This is so dumb. Of course.
You just took out the sign.
Nah, they had a lovely night together. Her. That's my joke for you today, okay? Hope you like it.
I love the draw distance, by the way, how like this area just fully pops in right there.
Well, look at the frame rate. Like, what? You expect them to, like, be able to draw everything? No, come on.
I think I'd be more surprised if they drew anything.
I mean, this is getting a little bit closer to virtual highlight frame rate than I feel comfortable with.
At least Upstart is going. Like, you know, now you're going.
Yeah, punch the sign. Punch.
Punch the sign isn't a bad idea. Look at how much rage you're building up by punching the sign. Like I said, melee builds rage.
Despite
really quick,
all my rage, I am still just a guy on the rooftops. Doesn't really have that much of a ring to it, you know. Doesn't feel as good.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I shouldn't laugh.
My rage, I still died falling off the rooftop. Still doesn't also work, so don't fall.
What?
Because it doesn't matter how much health you have.
That's the thing. Like, I laughed, but I also know that's totally something that I would end up doing because perspective in this game is not necessarily the best, and it really doesn't look like jump is the most responsive button in this game either.
Yeah, the camera pans wildly from top down to at your feet, and when the camera's at your feet, like, good luck seeing what's in front of you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, especially when it came to the PS1 era, one strat to deal with terrible jumping controls is to learn how to multi-tap. Specifically, like with Xena in the previous match, I would generally tap jump twice, in some areas 3 times, because I knew that lag was even worse, and just got in the habit of that in order to reliably jump, because pressing it a single time was no guarantee.
And that's basically the only way to actually get a double jump, and there's no good reason to not be double jumping all the time. I hope 3 Hands figured out why. What?
I thought the helicopter person said, "Eat my shoe, fire at will."
Don't eat your shoe. All right, 3 Hams gets a kill.
Yes, the Hams through stage 1, moving on to stage 2. The rank was enraged. Ooh.
There we go.
No, JME just managed to fall through a little crack in the ground. Oh,
say
my
it with
gosh.
me. Say it with me, Brosencha. Je me pense bon.
Je me pense bon.
Okay,
Je me...
Je me pense bon.
Je me pense bon.
What are you doing?
Do I have to do a French accent?
No, you're just adding way too much like nose to it. It's just je me pense bon.
Je me pense bon.
There you go. Close enough. Better than
okay,
JME. Je me pense bon.
Is that actually his name?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's not JME, it's Je me pense bon.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It took until like Myth was on commentary with me to actually like note that. So I also was calling him just like JME Pence Bond.
My name is Bond. Jamie Pence Bond. No. No.
I'm not messing with you. I'm helping you say your racers' names, man.
Jimma Pence Bond. There.
That's why the top right player is actually Upstart de Jeu.
It's not Upstart Delivery, it's Upstart de Jeu. DiGiorno. See, DiGiorno is like foreign, right? Italian?
Yeah, I mean, you know?
Prathin.
All right, here we go. Upstart DJ.
Three
keep
hams. Left ham. Three ham. Yeah. See?
Oh, by the way, we've got Target is approaching the subway. He must not be allowed inside. Fantastic, because we're not going to. At no point do we actually go down anywhere. We're on the rooftops. We're still on the rooftops. What are you talking about? Do you even have any idea where we're going, police?
To the other roof. That's all I know. We're just going across the rooftops, blowing things up. I feel bad for everybody who lives in these buildings, you know? The noise.
This is a cyberpunk dystopia. We're fine.
They need to call the police and issue a noise complaint. Have you ever had a noise complaint filed against you?
You know, I don't know. Maybe?
I have had exactly one in my life. And
oh, you know what? I think that there was you know, let's not go with that. Let's say yes, it was a noise complaint, or at least I said something so loud that a neighbor got concerned enough to call the cops on me.
Okay, fair enough. Now we were in college and we were outside breathing fire, so and it was late enough at night that the grumpy person living there just decided to call the police, because he always did that. It wasn't anything unusual for him to be calling the campus police. But yeah, he ruined our fire breathing fun.
Oh. Probably for the best, because if you're idiots doing fire breathing, one of you would have probably gotten burnt.
He just told us to breathe fire a little farther away from the building, you know? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you gotta be careful. There are rockets firing, so we're at the best part here. Oh, the lucky save. Oh, Upstart. So yeah, as you're approaching, you know, you never know if the ledge that you're on is about to get suddenly removed by a rocket. Like that.
Uh-huh. Although, I guess I did. I'm trying to think another time. I guess I had some trash catch on fire, and I don't know how or why. But yeah, I had to clean that up. But that's really about the most trouble I got in college. Fire breathing, and then my trash caught fire.
I have a tendency to get very, very, let's say, impassioned when I'm arguing. Something about bipolar and mania and getting like really, 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 really riled up. Luckily, I don't get actually violent. My words get violent, but I don't get violent. I don't, you know, go attacking anybody. Don't worry, I'm a safe person. Okay, everybody,
oh, no,
I'm a safe
Upstart
person.
DJ's controller got unplugged.
But no.
He's back. He's back. We're good.
But I said something stupid, and I said it loud enough that the neighbors called the cops on me because I was arguing with my parents.
Okay.
And you know, the cops come by, and it's great because I've got a crimping tool in my pocket, so it's clear that I have something. And they're like, this person we've been called because they're afraid of violence outbreak, and I've got a potentially bludgeoning object in my pocket. But luckily, so we're it all was peaceful. I showed them what happened there, and everything was fine, and yada yada yada.
Oh, good. Yada yada yada. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Like, I've done my own share of like shenanigans. I've probably gone places where I wasn't supposed to. I feel like I've definitely gone in places that said no trespassing, but nobody saw, so it was fine, and we didn't,
didn't
do
come
anything
at you guns blazing and
questionable.
firing missiles and helicopters at you.
Yeah, not like this guy.
Okay.
Trespassing on the rooftops.
I think I'm the kind of guy that, like, when you conveniently, like, whenever you're with me, there's only one person who has ever gotten a ticket that has been, like, pulled over when I'm in the car with them, because I always seem to know my way around police. We're
Literally, oh my gosh, the only ticket I ever got was because somebody sitting in the back of my car ended up being a high school rival of the police officer, because they were both wrestlers, and the guy in my car wasn't even that into wrestling and won a match against the police officer by sitting on him. He's like, I'm a little fat, I sit on you, I win. And the police officer never forgave him, and so I got a ticket.
I was actually in wrestling in high school, in a wrestling class. Not for long, just one semester, because that's, how long I was in the regular school after being in behavioral school. But, what? You fell through the sign because it was still bouncing and it didn't have a proper hitbox? Amazing! I never saw that. That's fantastic.
Wow.
Poor upstart.
This is a game.
I was in a wrestling class, and the best part about the wrestling class is that, you see, when I went to regular school, while we were in wrestling and during one of the jogging on track, I'd been done with the jog, and we're all standing around doing some stuff or some drills, and I do like a cartwheel and stuff. And Napoleon Dynamite had just come out, so of course this small group of kids start calling me Napoleon, and so people didn't know my name; they just started calling me Napoleon. I also had a habit of running around the school just doing stupid shenanigans. At one point, everybody was taking the FCATs, which are the required state test here.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't have to do them because I had already done them through some weird nonsense. So I was happy that I didn't have to do them. So I was walking around just shouting shout for joy for no reason at the top of my lungs in the courtyard. It was great. And people, I was super popular, not for the good reasons. I just figured that if everybody knows you and you don't know everybody, then that must mean you're super popular, right? But nobody knew my name. Everybody thought I was a Napoleon, or at one point, I was walking past this group of kids and they were making jokes. Have you seen Billy Madison?
Parts of it.
There's the O'Doyle family, and these guys were joking around with quoting the O'Doyle rules. And I walk up past them, and they're like, O'Doyle rules. And I turn around, and I look at them. I give them the best O'Doyle rules. And everybody's like, oh my God, this guy's totally O'Doyle. So I've got this group of kids calling me Napoleon. I got this other group of kids calling me O'Doyle. Nobody knows that my name is Ryan, all right? Hey, everybody, my name's Ryan, by the way. And by that I mean Roar.
Roar.
So anyways, nobody knows my actual name, okay? And so this extends to wrestling class, where the teacher doesn't know my name. So we do some practice bouts, and I get pinned up against a kid who is twice the size of me, or not twice the size. He's a good 5 inches on me, and I'm still in my lanky phase. I haven't gotten big yet, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So I grew up, I was a lanky kid, and then suddenly I just went, oh yeah, if I stick my thumb in my mouth and then blow real hard, I become, I can't get rid of this now.
Oh no. That happens.
So
same thing when you do weird faces for too long.
Yeah. Also, I should say my name used to be Ryan. Anyway, so where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I got this kid, right? And so if you guys don't know wrestling is actually when it's not WWE stuff nonsense, it's actually a point-based sport.
Yep.
You get points for like having
wrestled as a kid and I hated it.
Yeah. So you get like back points and stuff. You're actually, most matches don't end in pin. They end up by points. A pin is a pin's not a 3 count. A pin's a 1 count. You have both their shoulders on the mat for a 1 count. So we're wrestling, and I am losing badly. I am 7 points down as we enter round 2.
Oh, and, that's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, my only option here is to catch the back points. Like I can probably get a few back points on him because he's just slipped unfortunately. I think I've got this. So he lands on it lands down. I grab the leg, put him on his back, and then we're both on our backs. And I'm like, okay. I throw my weight onto him. I'm just like, stay on your back, give me as much back points as possible. And then suddenly everybody in the room jumps up cheering. Good wins! I'm like, what is going on? Because in trying to get my back points, I accidentally threw my shoulders on top of his shoulders and pinned him.
Oh.
And so in this amateur wrestling bout against somebody who's actually on the wrestling team, I win. Ooh. And it's amazing. And everybody's just like cheering and stuff, and I have no idea what's going on. And get up, and then the teacher calls me over, and he's like, hey, where are you at on this sheet? I can't find you, O'Doyle. And I'm like, O'Doyle? Oh, yeah, right here. Ryan. And he's like, what? Your name is Ryan? I thought you were O'Doyle.
Everyone just calls me O'Doyle. I love that.
I have 4 names in this school, and none of them are my real name.
It's perfect. That's beautiful. Oh, yeah. I couldn't wrestle because when I was a kid, I was like the most pacifist child ever. And, putting me in competitive sports was probably like not the thing for me. Gymnastics, I did okay, but wrestling, like, I remember I had a wrestling partner in class who, guess what? He just wanted to practice and never would let me practice. I don't think I really cared because I'm like, I don't really like wrestling anyway, and I'm non-confrontational. I'll just let you do it, and then I'm going to complain, like, in my head that I never get to practice. And then I had one match that I went to. I had I guess I had 2 wrestling matches that night. The first one I won. I didn't do anything. It's just that the other person kept getting negative points because he kept doing things wrong. And then the second person I had to go up against was my wrestling partner in class. And, well, you know how that went.
You just let him do things to you? Or
yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah, let's just say that it kind of went how it always went.
You're just like, I don't care. Go ahead and win.
Yeah.
I was hoping that story went, but I already knew all his moves, and he knew none of mine, so haha. But no, bro, Sencha, come on.
No, I just didn't care about competition at all. I don't know. I didn't care.
Hard same. I didn't. I joined wrestling. Okay, so the thing is that because of a quirk in my education, I took 9th grade classes in Colorado. And then I was in a 7-period school in my behavioral school, and then switched to a 4x4 school. So by a weird coincidence of the 8-period to 7-period to 4-period setup that I ended up with, I ended up with like 5 credits more than needed for graduation. So I was just in a bunch of electives and stuff, and like just doing whatever. Like I was in swimming, wrestling, BST, whatever. Yeah. Just because the only required course I had was math, was algebra 2, or no, geometry, and then English. And like algebra 2 or geometry, they used this new like Carnegie Mellon learning system. It had it was all online, or it was all on a disc, and it was like a little, like, just goes through the lesson.
Yeah.
But you see, I had a progress bar.
Okay.
And I immediately went RPG.
Oh my gosh.
So I cleared geometry, algebra 2, and then pre-algebra, or no, just algebra 1 in the semester that I was in that class because the teacher just kept having to give me work.
I love it. I was a big nerd who just loved doing schoolwork.
Yeah. I used to be smart until I suddenly became dumb.
I never experienced that second phase. Oh, snap.
Wow.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Don't know what being dumb's like.
Wow. No, it's great. It turns out that the educational system that I expected, by the way, or that I ended up with, is that if you drew like an actual like chart from Washington to Florida as I moved, that's how the education worked. I was in algebra in 9th grade, algebra in 10th, algebra again in 11th, geometry and algebra 2 in senior, and then algebra again because they just didn't have any more work for me.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You know, that's fine. Honestly, everybody has skills in different places, so, like, it's completely okay. Some people are going to do better in some classes than other classes.
It's just that was how the educational standards were.
Well, that's dumb.
No, I was succeeding in my classes.
Well, some people pass classes and then gets to retake them every year.
Oh, yeah? Well, some people like me have a surplus of 5 credits and only need to pass the one required class that I have left and manage to pass that one required class that I have left with the final exam being like crap and end up with a 670. So in the end, because of a surplus of credits, I graduate with a 1.8 GPA because I was just always asleep in class. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA.
That's fine.
I mean,
if you pass, you pass, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's fantastic. I certainly, you know, I don't know what this unloading is on everybody at school because there's so many explosions. It just gets a heart rate up and reminds me of all the explosions. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA with 150 IQ. It means that everybody can be dumb and IQ means nothing at all.
Actually, it's more that GPA means nothing at all. And IQ means nothing. Guess what? You're comparing two things that mean nothing.
That's right.
They never measured IQ like where I was. They're just like, nah, we don't want to encourage the students, you know?
That was a part of my psychiatric evaluations.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's part of the whole behavioral school thing.
I mean, I guess they did some evaluations when I was like in 2nd grade, and they're like, okay, he reads at a 5th grade level, but that's pretty much the only evaluation I remember. I also couldn't speak good. I was terrible at speech. I had to do speech therapy when I was young.
Also, I do just want to point out I wasn't trying to brag about my IQ. I was legitimately mentioning it as a joke for this one. People who brag about their IQ are dumb.
Yeah, if you have a 500 IQ, it actually means you have a 2 IQ. IQ 2.
No, it means that if you have a 500 IQ, you don't have enough social skills, possibly, if you're bragging about that 500 IQ. Don't brag about your IQ. Just let it be a thing that exists.
I feel like if anybody ever mentioned to me, like, the first time I met them and they're like, oh yeah, I'm part of Mensa, I'm like, okay, I'm never talking to you again because I don't care.
Exactly, right? Like,
yeah. By the way, I'm not part of Mensa. I'm not part of any SAS.
Yeah, IQ is a ridiculously outdated concept, and measuring intelligence is a really hard thing to do.
Well, it's just because there's so many different kinds. Like, guess what? Some people are really good at abstract concepts. Other people are really good at concrete concepts. You know, there's just so much. It's
for me, it's just that I'm quick. Like, that's it. I don't remember a lot of stuff. I actually have really bad memory issues a lot of the way. So I can't just sit there and study a book. It's just that I'm like, my benefit is that I just operate quickly. So I'm, that's where the wit comes from, is because I can just respond without like thinking too much on it.
Do you know how much work it took me to get like any wit at all in my life? Okay. I was like I just didn't understand how to actually like make people like me when I was young. It took me until college to start getting those skills, to like any type of social skill. I swear.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
no, I mean, I'm still awkward. Yeah. Like, my social skills are awful here. I don't know how I ended up being such a personality online, but hi, everybody.
No, it's because we love you. And speaking of love, I love that we hit the hour. We're done.
Nobody got to the auto scroller. I'm a little sad. So at the end of stage 2, there's an auto scroller where you have to stand on a plane and shoot down a bunch of planes attacking your ship. And they're not attacking you, they're attacking the ship. So it's a pain in the butt.
Do you know who won?
No, I think it's DJ.
It's either Upstart DJ or 3 Hams. So
like,
at
I'm
the very least,
sure
mod, if
DJ,
you want to.
Hans, Prath, and Jima.
I think so. Mods, if you would like to distribute points to the right side, we for sure know that the right side took the victory. Some people are saying that DJ got the furthest as far as the checkpoints go.
Like, I will confess, at some point I just started rambling off about school stuff because of the story about something. What were we even talking about that led to that? Oh, right. I'm just a horribly open book that just talks about stuff for no good reason because we're filling air. You know what we weren't filling? We weren't getting our fill of explosions! There wasn't enough explosions!
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to talk to the players, okay?
You talk to the players. I'm talking to the chat.
To be fair, this grunting is kind of appropriate for this Ed, and Eddie's music that we've got in the background. Okay, so I'm still working. Okay, there's Upstart DJ. Hello there, Upstart DJ, and congratulations!
Hi.
It looks like you're the victor today.
I don't feel like a winner right now.
Uh-oh. Talk to me about this. Why not?
My Kuso confidence, as I'm calling it, is quite low after a terrible round 1. So to be met with a game like that where it kind of, hilariously, with all the explosions, by the way, it kind of eases you in with a gentle jog, and then suddenly you get shot by every enemy ever, and then I like to think that I'm okay at platformer games, but then it's just there's a big spaceship shooting you as you're platforming, and lasers and explosions, and
I mean, to be fair, the first game that you had this round was Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, for NES, and okay, I personally like the Super Nintendo version much more, but yeah, that's definitely a janky, strange video game, and I don't think there's any shame for not doing well in a objectively terrible game.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah, for real. I played that one too quickly, so I felt like I should play this one a little more slowly, but then I got blown up by things for doing that. So yeah, I don't know. My mindset was everywhere for this game, but overall,
yeah,
kind of enjoyable. It was annoying because I felt like I should have made more progress, but like,
you should have made more explosions!
Oh my gosh, Blasphemous Roar.
You weren't exploding enough! You kept dying on the climb because you weren't blowing up enough!
Calm your butt, okay? Take your butt, calm it down.
Hey, I'm with him. I'm with him. I was sad at myself. As you said in Discord something like Blasphemous said we need more explosions. I was like, hell yeah, we do. I've been dying to these bad guys on stage 1 for what seemed like forever. Hell yeah, I'm gonna blow up some boxes with my super fist and my little gun. Like, I didn't quite understand at first, but I feel like you get stronger the more chaos you cause.
Yes, you do.
Is that a thing?
You absolutely do.
Your health is your rage meter, and when you blow stuff up, your rage builds, which gets your weapon stronger, which also gives you more health. So you were actually having a lot of trouble with that first boss because you left so many boxes in the room alive. When you just like gunned everything down, you can walk out of there with like a white health bar pulsing in the background. And fun fact, if you get an actual white health bar and then you press melee, it causes an explosion.
Wow. Wait, there's a white health bar? Okay,
yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like a white health pip. It's just slightly above red.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
it's weird. I don't know. Like, I didn't like that the health was also your rage meter, and
yeah.
So I just want you to know, DJ.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good job on winning.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay though. You're not the first person to disappoint me. You won't be the last.
Oh. Wow. I can't believe you'd say that, Roar.
Can you not? Wait, can you actually not? Like.
No, I can.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that you know who you're
Roar,
talking to here.
I know who I'm talking to. I think
Upstart knows me enough now with those 3 words that I've just said to accept what I've just said. Upstart, we cool?
Oh, totally. If anything, I see it as a bit of an honor. You know, you've clearly got very high standards, so I appreciate that. I will do better, though. I will do better, I promise. I just knew that I was in for a fun time when Blasphemous was practically friggin' rolling off the floor laughing when he said no one had played this game. So yeah, I was ready for a fun time, and I'm glad I got it. And
yeah, I'd say this is a flawed yet fun game.
Yeah. Would you say this game was a blast?
Sure. He just laughed. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Blasphemous Roar. Well, I think that's pretty much all that we have for today. Are you streaming anything over at your channel?
Probably. I don't know anymore. Play some Ori tomorrow. You like Ori?
Ori in the Blind Forest. Okay.
Nice peaceful guy.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
The second one, whatever the second one's called.
Ori and the second one. Yeah.
That's the one. Ori in the second game.
Ori in the second game. You know, absolute classic. We're going to go ahead and raid Author Blues now. So, do we have a good raid message? What's this stupid quote from the game that we just had that he says, like, right at the beginning or something? I've made a mistake.
I can't remember any of them. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I made a mistake. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do it without I made a mistake. Go tell Author Blues that you all made mistakes, and he'll understand. He knows what those are. Thank you so much, Upstart DJ. Thank you, Blasphemous Roar, for the last game. And thanks for everyone who has played and who has helped. We will see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, for more Kuso6rande. Take care. See you, DJ.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.